Hello and welcome. In this video, we'll be looking at further examples of figurative expressions, and we'll be starting off today with onomatopoeia. Now, what is an onomatopoeia? Onomatopoeia is a figurative expression in which the sound that a particular thing makes is used to represent it. So, for instance, if I were to say, all I heard was a boom, and bodies started dropping everywhere like a pack of flies. Now, the boom there obviously represents an explosion. So the boom represents probably a bomb blast. And so other sounds are used to represent things. For instance, maybe I wanted to describe an accident scene. I could say all I heard was a screeching of tires. All I heard was a screech and a blast. Now, that means the car, before being involved in an accident, actually tried to control itself or was being controlled, and in that process, the tires were grazing the floor to make the screeching sound. And the blast is from the result of the impact of running into something. So the sound is prioritized in onomatopoeia. So we use the sound that a thing makes instead of the thing itself for a figurative expression in the case of onomatopoeia. Now, the next on our list is the synecdoche. And synecdoche is a figurative expression in which a part of something is used to represent the whole. So, for instance, you may have heard expressions such as all hands on deck. Now, all hands on deck simply means everybody should be present or everybody should sit up, depending on the context in which it's used. But the word hands there represents a synecdoche. Why? Because hand is actually a part of the human body. So instead of saying everybody on deck, we just say all hands on deck. Another example of a synecdoche is the expression Binta was the silent show of all eyes at the party. Now, what does that mean? It means everyone was there at Binta at the party. And so, the word eyes there is used to represent the body. And so, that statement constitutes a synecdoche. Next on our list is the metonymy. Now, metonymy as a figurative expression is one in which something that is closely related to another is used to represent it. So, for instance, if I were to say the crown has taken a decision on the matter. Now, the crown talks about the royal family or the king. So, it could simply mean the king has taken a decision or the royal family has taken a decision. Also, if I say Buckingham Palace is not in support of the new government. Now, the term Buckingham Palace there has been used in a way to represent the British Queen. So, what I mean basically is that Queen Elizabeth is not in support of the new government. So, please remember that a metonymy is one in which we use something that is closely related with another to represent it. Another example we can give is Aso Rock. Now, if I were to say Aso Rock has assented the new bill. Now, that is, the president who resides in Aso Rock has signed the new bill into law. So, using Aso Rock there constitutes a metonymy. Next on our list is pun. Now, what is pun? Pun is actually a play on words, just for the sake of dramatic effect. So, if I were to say something like Father Friday fried 5 fishes on Friday, now that is just me trying to play with the F sound in order to give some sort of effect. So pun, as a figurative expression, it's simply a play on words. Now, the next on our list is oxymoron. What is an oxymoron? An oxymoron is simply a figurative expression that puts two opposite things side by side. So, for example, I could say, I had a bittersweet experience yesterday. Now, look at it. The usage of bitter and sweet together constitutes opposites. And so, that would be an oxymoronic statement. And last but not the least is the apostrophe. Apostrophe as a figurative expression is one in which something that is not present is addressed as if it were present. So for instance, when people who are mourning or wailing say things like, "Death be not proud." Now, death as a thing there is not present, and so that represents an apostrophe. Also, you may also hear people say, "Death, where is thy sting?" Now, that may look like a rhetorical question simply because that question will not be answered. But you also have to remember that death is being addressed. And since death is not present there to answer, it is also an apostrophe. And this is where we draw an end to our subject matter of figurative expression. Please note more examples and test questions will be given, and you will be expected to participate by answering through our feedback mechanism. Thank you.